Hey guys, what is up? This is Cody, or xCodeh. How's it going today? I got an old school life story for you guys today, and I also got some old school life story gameplay in the background. Figured I'd get some Modern Warfare 2 gameplay because I saw a couple of you guys get mad at me for using Fortnite. Listen, I'll be real with you. I was just trying to use some Fortnite gameplay to throw Fortnite Battle Royale into the tags to try to get some extra views. You know what? How you doing today? Hopefully everybody watching this video is having yourself a snazzy day. I'm gonna get right on to the story, but before we do that, just want to let you guys know that I relaunched the Lifted Legends merch. If you guys are interested in supporting my channel and want to buy some merch, there'll be a link in the description. Without further ado, let's get on with the life story. So this is a topic I feel like not a lot of people really talk about. I feel like this is something not a lot of people do anymore, and it's probably for the better, honestly. But this is one of the salvia experiences that I've had in my lifetime. This is definitely one of my favorite stories to tell whenever it's brought up when I'm hanging out with my friends. This is definitely one of my favorite stories because it was just absolutely hilarious. So when I was about 15, 16 years old, there was this phase in my town where everybody was smoking salvia. It was like this huge thing. It was just this trend with all the high schoolers in my town. I really have no idea why. It was just like one person did it, said it was crazy, and then everybody just started doing it. Like it got to the point where kids were actually leaving school, skipping class, just to go across the street to the hangout spot to go smoke salvia. Grade A jabronis. So at school this day, my friend came up to me and he was bragging about how he found this crazy, apparently it was like 100x, super extracted, super potent, strong salvia. He was just going on about how this was the craziest, strongest stuff he could find. And I had already done it at this point. And I was like, bro, I don't know if I want to do it, bro, but I'm definitely down to come over and watch you guys do it for sure. Because at that point, I was still kind of interested in it, just like why everybody was so into it. Because when I did it, it didn't seem that fun. And every time I'd seen someone do it, it didn't seem that fun. So after school rolls around, there's like 3 or 4 buddies. We all go over to my friend's house and we go down to his basement, which is set up exactly. It's really funny because it's literally exactly like that 70s show. I guess the only difference would be it was in an apartment building instead of like a house. But anyways, we literally had couches set up around a table in the basement. We used to always go down there every day to go smoke weed. We basically hotboxed the whole place. Like every time we go down there was just a haze of smoke. It was awesome. It was honestly super dope. We go down there, we sit in the circle. We're all just laughing, having a good time, smoking cigarettes, just, you know, the normal stuff we did when we get out of school. It was getting towards the end of the school year, so it had the nice summertime vibe to the day. Everything was great. So my friend pulls out this packet of 100x salvia, and, you know, he's sitting there bragging about it like, you know, he was to me at school, saying how it was the strongest shit that he could ever find. And I'm just sitting there intrigued. You know, I'm sitting there just extremely hyped to see these people do it. So they make a soda can pipe. I would never recommend doing that. Okay. Make an apple pipe. Buy a bowl for $10. They pack salvia into the soda can pipe and they pass it around the circle. Obviously they skip me. I pass it to the homie to the left and they all hold it in. They're all holding it in. I'm just sitting there, just waiting. I'm so excited, dude. The anticipation is killing me. I'm just sitting there waiting for one of them to trip out or do something funny. And the homie to my left, he just lets out the smoke and coughs a little bit. And, you know, he's drooling a little bit. I don't know. Sometimes he coughs really hard and he's just kind of drooling a little bit. I'm like, dude, you're drooling, bro. And he's just like, like he just starts like stuttering almost. Like he's like sputtering, kind of just trying to get words out. And I'm like, dude, are you okay? What's going on? He just does the same thing over and over again. And I'm like, all right, he's tripping out because his eyes are doing some crazy stuff. And he starts to do this hand motion, like he's putting the top of a peanut butter jar on, like over and over again. I had no idea what he was doing. I kept trying to ask him if he was okay, but there was no response. There was no verbal response coming out of this dude. So I look over to the rest of the people tripping out at this point. And one of the other dudes that was across the circle from me, his face is beet red. He hasn't said anything the entire time. And I look at him, I'm like, are you okay, man? No response. He didn't even look back at me, bro. Like, we made eye contact for a second. He just looked away, just beet red in the face. I didn't think anything of it. And then I look back over to my friends, putting the jar of invisible peanut butter back on. And then out of nowhere, without saying anything, he just stands up, looking like he was super panicked, like the world was ending or something. He goes to the dude across the circle, looking at him, asking him if he's okay, because he's, you know, like I said, he's beet red and just looking like he's just freaking the fuck out. He like jumps on him, fucking swings his arm back, full force, just socks him right in the fucking throat. Like, right in the throat. He's kicked back like, like fucking making all these weird noises and shit. He's winded. This dude just fucking punched him straight in the throat. He's like, what the fuck, bro? You know, he's on the ground. And we're all like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm sitting there dying laughing. I am having the best time of my life at this point, dude. I wish I had a bag of popcorn. This was the greatest time ever. We're all like, what the fuck's going on, bro? You all right? This dude runs into the other room of the basement. There's this open window. This dude jumps out like it's a Jackie Chan movie. We're all running into the other room, looking out the window, and he's just laying there in the grass looking up at the sky. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now, dude? I've never seen this dude move faster than 5 miles an hour on a good day. Never mind the mirror's edge mode the salvia put his brain into. Like, he was not an athletic kid. He was not the type of dude to just do random shit like this. We go outside, we go through the window, and we're like, dude, are you okay? And apparently, I guess the stuff was wearing off at this point, because he was like, dude, what the fuck just happened? And we're like, dude, we're about to ask you the same thing. You just punched him in the throat and jumped out the window. And apparently he thought that we were all just going to murder him or something. Like, he thought that everybody was out to get him in the circle. So he just figured he was just going to fight or flight and punch him in the throat and escape somehow. So I guess that's what was going through his head. And going back to my friend that was jarring the invisible jars of peanut butter, I asked him what he was doing. You know, he was just drooling all over the place, laughing hysterically, and just doing this weird motion with his hands. He said that he really thought, like, his sole existence on this earth was a factory worker, and in his brain, and like what he was seeing in front of him when he was on into this experience was he was a factory worker with a conveyor belt in front of him with jars of, it was either peanut butter or jelly or something, or jam or something, just going along the line, and his job was to put the caps on all of the jars as they went on, and that's what he was doing. Weird stuff, bro. So that was the time that I watched all my friends do some salvia. I'm sure some of you guys are interested in doing this one day. And I have to just tell you guys, you know, good influence xCodeh over here. Good guy xCodeh. Don't do salvia. It's not much of a party drug. You don't really get any benefit from it that I know of, all right? Like, I get why people want to do drugs to have a fun time, but it just doesn't seem like a fun time. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any stories of you and your buddies doing salvia or something. And let me know by leaving a like on this video if you guys want me to tell the story of when I've done salvia. One more reminder, you guys want to support the channel, all right? Buy the merch, link in the description. And have yourself a snazzy day. I hope you guys enjoyed the life story for the day. Tweet me at xCodeh. Follow me on Instagram at xCodeh. And the other social medias are just xCodeh as well. It feels good to be back making a life story. Sorry I made you guys wait a week, but leave a like if you enjoyed. Have yourself a snazzy day, and stay snazzy. Peace!